are taking a look at agriculture once again, but this time around, we are not talking about Cocoa Association of Nigeria. Rather, we're taking a look at another big industry in focus, and that is the National Cashew Association of Nigeria. Nigerians know about cashew, but they don't know what they can actually benefit from cashew economically and medicinally. So in this interview with the rightful cashew farmers and the merchants, you're going to be learning a lot from them, because they are going to be giving us opinions and suggestions on how to get it right in the cashew market in Nigeria. And a lot of other countries right now, I think they are making sense out of cashew market. So we want Nigerians to take after those kind of countries and also get it right, because cashew, I can assure Nigerians, can also be another big market in the country when tapped into and when given the right attention. Yes, FOSA TV channel is right now in Kogi State, and where we are right now is Anyingba, one of the big communities or big towns in Kogi State. You know what we do? We bring the story the way it is, and we let Nigerians know that this is how it is. My name is Anita. This is FOSA TV channel. Just come with me as we have one-on-one talk with the real farmers of cashew and real merchants of cashew in Nigeria. Thank you. It is getting more interesting. I told you our focus in this mini documentary is not about cocoa, it is about cashew. So we're going to be hearing from the authorities. We're going to be hearing from cashew merchants in Nigeria. Right now, I can assure you that we are in Agala Ate in Dekina local government area under Kogi State. This is the home of cashew, because Agala is the traditional name for cashew. And since this place is Agala Ate, that means we are in the home of cashew. Right now, I'm not going to be talking too much. You're going to be hearing from the authority himself, one of the merchants. Sir, let's quickly meet you. Let Nigerians quickly meet you officially.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Alhaji Chapi Muhammad Agala is my name. I am the Kogi State Chapter Chairman of National Cashew Association of Nigeria. That is the umbrella body of Cashew Association in the whole country, Nigeria.
Yes.
The association comprises of farmers, merchants, processors, and even logistic provider, those services provider, those that add value to cashew in another way.
Okay.
By the special grace of God, we are right here in Agalate. If you go across the globe, cashew has only cashew as a name, but we the Igalas call it Agala, and the action of cashew is starting from here in Agalate, in the Kina local government area in Anyangba Ward, Kogi State. Oh, it's a pleasure. Like we rightly said, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
yes,
even before its own, has been talking about non-oil export. And if you talk about non-oil export, cocoa, cashew will rank number 2. And by the special grace of God, with the way we are going, we will even soon overtake cocoa in terms of what we are adding to our
the GDP.
The GDP.
Nigeria's
right
GDP.
Now, in the outgoing year, there's nothing less than about 500 and something million naira, dollars injected into our foreign
reserves.
Foreign.
That's our GDP. Nigeria.
GDP. What
okay,
we added to our economy is
yes,
more than 540 something US dollars to our economy yearly.
Wow.
And that amount that we said we are injecting into our economy, we are not sourcing it from elsewhere. It's what we have traditionally.
That's the
and
cashew.
If you can see, the National Cashew Association of Nigeria took it upon himself to increase the volume of our production, because today we are talking about 500 and something thousand metric tons, whereas the leading country in Africa, Ivory Coast, is doing above 1 million. and 3 states in Nigeria put together is more than Ivory Coast. So our position is not good enough for now. We will do more. We will increase volume. We will increase quality. We will increase quantity to make sure we take our rightful position as the giant of Africa. So by the special grace of God,
yes,
we have enough. And National Cashew Association of Nigeria is here to do some magic of quality, quantity improvement. That is why we are here today.
Sir, you have spoken brilliantly well, and I'm very sure Nigerians are getting more interested in what you're saying. Sir, you just said you're going to do magic in cashew. So let us take it from there. Let us start knowing how to even get it right. What are the processes? Because a lot of people just buy cashew bottles, cashew nuts in cashew and bottles and all of that, which we like it, we chew it, but we don't even know the process at all. We don't know where to. So let us start from the scratch. How do we get cashew done so that we can?
That is why NCAN is here today. If you see, we are going to plant about 10,000 to 14,000 seedlings of improved varieties.
Right.
We call it magic because if we continue doing like this annually, we will soon overtake Ivory Coast and take our rightful position.
And even add to the GDP of the country. Sir,
and,
let me quickly interrupt you here. Sorry, sir. Nigerians, that is why we're doing this. We want Nigerians to wake up to markets like cashew markets and the other market, not just oil. It is high time we start looking and diversifying. Cashew, like he has already started talking about it, because this is the state chairman, Kogi State. That's the state chairman
of National Cashew Association of Nigeria,
Kogi chapter.
Exactly.
So he knows what he's talking about, and he knows the right path to take Nigerians to. So let's keep listening to him and see how we can get it right in cashew industry. So continue, sir. You are trying to tell us the process before.
Just like I told you, the varieties that NCAN has brought to Agalate.
Yes.
To nurse the seedling and give out free to farmers is an improved varieties. It is organic type of cashew that is most market across the globe. It is cashew that we are not going to use fertilizer to nurse. It's a cashew that we are not going to add any artificial improvement on it. Naturally, we are nursing it, and it will, just like we rightly said at the beginning, it will boost our income, boost our employment generation, boost of anything negative you think bedeviling Nigeria.
Yes.
So cashew is a product not just for eating alone. It is environmental friendly. We use it to curb excess of wind disaster. We use it to as a source of employment. You know, if you after planting,
Sir, that is the nursery
that we have over there.
Nigerians, let's take it. Let's go there.
You can see some
this
of
is the nursery, Nigerians.
Exactly.
This is the beginning.
In Agalate. You can see some of our men.
My cameraman, please move in.
Right on the field.
Okay.
To meet up that target.
Oh, these are your men too.
Exactly. We are hoping to do 14,000 here alone.
Wow.
We have other 2-3 locations in Kogi State that are going on the same volume wise. And cashew, just like we had said, is a big source of revenue to Kogi State, to revenue to Nigeria. And if you add value by processing this to a finished cashew, Nigerians, we have a lot of money. We have oil money, we have mineral money that can be expended on this cashew. By the time you process it, you get ×3 of the amount of money that this is giving us right now.
Okay.
So if you look at the setting at our place here, we have a large farm. We want to move from farm to factory, so that from factory to the dining table.
You just heard from the state chairman, National Cashew Association of Nigeria. You heard the lecture he gave, how we can get it right. He told us from the scratch, how we can plant it, how we can harvest it, and how we can make market, how we can make money with it, and what is generating for the country. Once again, let me reiterate, cashew nuts yearly is generating $3.7 billion for the country right now, and that's equivalent 50 billion naira in Nigerian currency. So why not? Let us tap into cashew market as well. Let us also go and hear from other members of the National Cashew Association of Nigeria. The story does not end here. Come with me. My name is still Anita. This is a Fusa TV channel. You've heard from the state chairman. He has actually educated all of us on how to get it right, and the very first stage to start from, which is the nursery. This is exactly how they get the nurseries ready, because these are the places to plant the seedlings first, and they'll take it from there. So you can see our younger ones at work. We can actually engage more of our youths at this stage, and then the women, and then the other stages in, until we get the final products. So these are the nurseries for seedlings for cashew. Very easy, not too difficult. This Nigerian youths will say farming is difficult. It is not difficult. You can see it for yourself. All right, we're still going round a National Cashew Association of Nigeria, and you'll be hearing more from other members of the association. My name is Anita. This is a Fosa TV channel. Come with me, and you'll be hearing more from other members. Thank you. The story is just beginning, because after what chairman said, he brought up another very strong information about cashew plantation in Kogi State. Right now, what you're seeing at the background are all, in fact, trees of cashew. You can imagine how big this plantation is. But he is going to be telling us how this came to be. Sir, let us continue from where we stopped.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just like what we've started today, as
Yes.
you rightly said.
The nursery of cashew, he means the nursery.
This particular cashew plantation you are seeing is in the premises of Agalate Community Secondary School, Agalate.
Wow.
The nursery was initiated by late Dr. Senator Alex Usman Kadri of blessed memory. He's a senator one time representing Kogi East, with a colleague of his, Sunday Awoni, from Kogi West. They put up a nursery at Crane Ochaja, where it was nurtured, as at that time Pastor Tola Fashiru, the immediate past NCAN chairman that handed over to Prince Ojo Ajanaku, who was at the helm of affair then. It was nursed at Oshaya Crane, and 5-5 stand was given to all primary schools, secondary school,
wow,
to take care of in their cashew and their school farms.
You
and
mean
that is
the kind of nursery we
that we
saw
are doing
earlier?
today. That is what
Okay,
Alex Usman Kadri of blessed memory and Sunday Awani he
did to some
and
primary school students.
all the primary school
Wow.
in Kogi East
As at
then
that
as at that
time.
time. Today as we are speaking, because
This
of
is
Cashew in the various secondary school, some principal lobby to be in a particular secondary school, primary school because of the cashew plantation that is there in existence. If we are to continue from that time till now, the history could have been different. But since
wow.
that time that Alex Usman Kadri did this and Sunday Awoni, it was not followed up in the next year.
Wow.
Hadn't been, it was followed up in the next year till now. The story of we're talking
Would have
about
been
Abidjan
different
as a major the largest producing country could have been overtaken.
Wow.
Now that Ojo has started, we pray that we continue so that we will take our rightful position. This is the magic we are seeing cashew plantation by late Senator Alex Usman Kadri.
And this was planted by just a primary school student,
secondary school student.
Okay, students.
This is in their premises.
And this is what that's what gave birth to all these cashew trees we are seeing today.
Exactly. If after during in their inter-house competition, after taking care of this is where they will do their reception. No more hiring of canopy and taking natural air under this particular environment with the delicious dishes. That is the pride of Africa.
Okay, Nigerians, you can see how interesting everything sounded. You heard it directly from the man that was present as at that time, and he's still the state chairman today, Kogi State National Cashew Association of Nigeria. Beautiful story. We can still do it again. That is what all this means. We can still do it again. Engage our secondary school students and our primary pupils. Engage them in planting the nursery, and then they'll blossom into this kind of cashew plantation. And from there, our mothers, our girls, our women will take over, and the men will join forces together. And you know what that means? Bigger GDP for the country, bigger IGR for the states, because this is also an internally generated revenue for the state. Let me quickly remind us again, what cashew generates for Nigeria yearly now is $3.7 billion every year. And then that's equivalent of 50 billion naira. And we keep borrowing. But check out the 50 billions each year. How many billions? That is trillions. So why are we still borrowing? Nigerians, federal government, let us wake up. Look inward. Cashew is another big market that can make big money for us in the country. And it's so easy to start, nursery level, and it blossoms into what we are seeing today that we take to market. And as a country, we can compete with other countries and we can sell to other countries. That is what it means. The story continues. It's getting more interesting. Cashew market in Nigeria is possible. We used to have it before, we can repeat it again. Yes, this is coming straight from National Cashew Association of Nigeria. My name is Anita. This is a FOSA TV channel. Keep watching. You'll hear more from other members of the association. Don't go away now. All right, sir. Officially, let's quickly meet you. Your name and your portfolio.
I'm Salif Udrisu by name, the PRO representing National Cashew Association of Nigeria, Kogi State.
All right, nice meeting you in person. And nice coming to Kogi State to take this interview. That's we're in Dekina local government area of Kogi State. Now, it is said that this is the home of cashew.
Exactly.
All right, quickly reiterate that to the rest of the world. Tell us, just confirm it whether this is true or not.
Exactly. Dekina local government is the home of cashew. It produces about 85% global cashew, and we are all aware that the Kenya local government holds the largest portion of cashew production in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, precisely.
Okay. So moving forward, how has this added to the IGR of the state? That's the internally generated revenue.
In fact, the Guinea local government cashew production made the largest of the revenue in the state. In fact, the revenue generated from cashew alone in the Guinea local government is more than enough to develop the state at large.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is the state government tapping into this market?
Directly, the state government does not care, but in terms of revenue, it's a revenue. They come and take their revenue. In fact, the GDP of the cashew production
In
in
Nigeria?
Nigeria is very high, and
Hmm.
as such, the Kogi state government did not pay attention directly anyway, but they do take their revenue. Their revenue is their major issue, and they come and take their revenue. In
Okay.
fact, Ayimba is the hub of all the foreigners that are coming to buy cashew from
Kogi
Kogi State.
State.
Yeah,
So are you saying foreigners do come to buy cashew
they
from
come in triple. They
Kogi
come
State?
in triple to buy.
In triple?
Yeah, they come in triple. Almost a large portion of them are in Ayimba here. The Kina local government hosted them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So lastly, sir, what is your advice to the state government on this? Since we even have foreigners coming to buy.
Yeah, my
Um,
advice to the state government is that we want the government to give proper attention to the production and what do we call production precisely. So
okay.
enlarge the farm so that the yield will be much more far better than what we are doing.
All right, sir.
And the procurement and the processing should be taken into cognizance because we need government in the processing because some of us that are into the trade are not having the fund to do all those things. With the collaboration of the government, at least we can go
Extra mile.
some far into the development of procuring and what do you call
Production.
production of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, at this point in time, we must say a very big thank you for
Thank you.
bearing out your
You're
mind
welcome.
on this. This is a big secret to the Nigerian society.
Exactly.
If cashew can be generating $3.7 billion yearly for the country, and the hub of cashew is in Kogi State, then the federal government should look towards this direction.
Exactly.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
God bless you, sir. Quickly meet you. Your name and your portfolio, sir.
Yeah, my name is Musa Shaib. I'm the Deputy National President, National Cashew Association of Nigeria,
Wow, nice meeting you in person.
and Chairman, NCAN Cashew Farmers, Kogi State.
All right, nice meeting you in person. So it's good to come out here in Dekina local government area of Kogi State to take this interview. Yes, other of your colleagues, they've been talking about how we can get it right in the cashew market in Nigeria. Moving forward, sir, you are going to tell us from the farming angle, what do we need to know, sir?
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Even those in the market and export or processing this thing cannot do without their hands on. Cashew farming is very, very important to society and even to us. Even at the retirement age, when you have cashew farm, you will not regret in your life. We start like a joke at the beginning, but today we know what we are benefiting, and we are encouraging others to take to the step we are taking.
Moving forward, sir, there are so many farmers here in Kogi State
Yes.
venturing into cashew farming.
Yeah.
Now, are there some things they are lacking? Do they have challenges? And would you want to share those challenges
Yes,
with us?
we have serious challenge. What are these challenge? All we have been doing was only left for me. But like all the farming we are doing it manually. We don't have funds to assist us other than what we are, getting from our farming.
Okay.
So we lack mechanical equipment.
Okay.
No chemical.
Okay, the agrochemicals too,
Yes,
you need
yes.
it, like fertilizers and the
Fertilizer,
rest
so
of
on.
them. Okay.
So these are some of the problems. And there's no bank or any other thing that can give us accessibility to fund to expatiate our farm. Only with the little assistance NCAN is giving us. That's why we are having subsidies. If not, there's no any other organization that assists us in this field again.
So let me please quickly interrupt you there. The record on ground right now is that Kogi State is the hub of cashew.
Yes.
And then you have even foreigners coming to patronize you people here. So why is this state government not tapping into this so that they can empower cashew farmers to do more instead of all this we are hearing from
Yes,
you?
we have been making move to meet with the government, placing our problem before Ministry of Agri. But they have been paying their fee. Instead, they were after their revenue. So if you see in Kogi State now, it is only Kogi State you will have that one has to pay for a grading fee and other things. What 300,000 naira per crop? While in other crops in other states they did not even pay up to 100,000. And still yet, government didn't find it very important to assist us on the farm.
So, sir, are we trying to say, can we believe that the state government does not believe in the cashew markets in Kogi State?
They believe in it. If they don't believe in it, they wouldn't have just been increasing all the time if they are increasing.
So why are they not contributing to the more production of cashew in
That's
the state?
where we cannot explain. We have been even calling for government to have a demonstrating farm. Give us a training, extension officers, and other things, but nothing.
And yet they come for their own taxes and they come for their tariffs and they increase their tariffs for you to pay to them.
Yes,
Wow.
even on multiple grounds.
On multiple grounds.
Yes.
Wow.
So we want to use this medium to call on government to at least come to our aid, either one way or the other, so that whatever assistance they give us will add to our struggle.
Wow, it's not good to hear at all. If the state is generating a lot through cashew for Kogi State, that's your state, why won't the state government actually tap into it? So moving forward, sir, how do you think this can be correct?
Contact with the government, discussing the issue with the government, and maybe when we have other seminars going on here, then we'll discuss with them.
But sir, you just said you have been talking.
Yes.
And so, do you think the seminars can make changes?
Yes, if the channel is something to the government.
Okay.
Because government is a continuity. At least there must
Okay,
be a government that
okay.
will have a listening ear.
Yeah.
And feel the impact of the farmers.
Okay.
So that's the way we see it.
All right. At this point in time, we understand what they are trying to say. At this point in time, we wish Cashew Association in Kogi State the best, and we hope that after this video, the state government will come to your rescue. All right. Thank you very much, sir, for speaking with us. God bless you. Kogi State is the cashew hub of Nigeria. How can you confirm this?
Yeah, that is true, because Nigeria produces about 580,000 metric tons of cashew, and this 580 Kogi produce 60% of the 580,000, and it's about 21 to 28 states that are producing cashew in Nigeria. If Kogi produce 60%, it's obvious that it tells, and it's a record that everyone have, that Kogi is the highest cashew producer in Nigeria.
Wow.
Thank you.
And I think that is laudable project coming out of Kogi State.
Yeah.
Moving forward, briefly tell us how the association, that's the National Cashew Association of Nigeria, is faring right now.
Yeah, National Cashew Association of Nigeria (NCAN) is an umbrella body that is empowered by the federal government to represent the public, private sector industry, public sector, and presently the sector is doing well with the emergence and the effort of Honorable Dr. Prince Ojo Ajanaku. Since he assumed office,
That's the national president,
President,
right?
since he has-
Hardworking man.
yeah, of course. Since he
Yes.
assumed office, so many things has happened. Presently, and that you've seen today, we are banking on increasing our production, and he's looking at producing 4 million metric tons within the next 5 years. And how did he intend to do this? He's not looking at how many we can get per place. He said, what if a tree can produce a kg, and we planted 1 million trees, then we are producing 1 million metric tons. 1 million, I mean, we want to get 1 million metric tons. And what we are doing now, we started this cashew with the support of BFC, Beyond Farm Collection, and we are planting about 1 million cashew seedling within Nigeria. But we are kickstarting within 7 states, which we are here in Kogi doing one. From Kogi here, we'll be going to Benue. From Benue, we'll be going to Edo. Edo to Enugu. Enugu to Oshu. From Oshu to Oyo. From Oyo to Kwara. This is what we are doing now to increase our production from 500,000 plus to about 4 million metric tons within the next 5 years. And that is what we are doing in Kogi State.
Okay, so quickly, let's take a look at how long does one tree of cashew, how long does it take one tree of cashew to grow?
Yeah, we are planting the improved varieties. It's matured within the 2 to 3 years. The highest is 3 years. That's why I was telling you that within the next 5 years.
Yeah, exactly, because that's why I asked that question.
Why I said 5 years is this. We are doing one before the end of this year, and it's a continuous thing that we're going to do it within all the major 21 states that are producing cashew in Nigeria. We are not stopping there. We are even extending it to all the North cashew producing states that has the soil to produce cashew. Like you all know, Ivory Coast that has produced the highest in Nigeria is just like about 3 or 4 states in Nigeria. So we want to ensure that yes, this cashew will increase, improve our economy and increase job opportunity to Nigerians. That's what we are doing. And even the nursery we are doing now, I think I can assure that we've employed more than 3,000 indirect workers.
That's youths.
Yes, and can employ more than 3,000 youths that are doing this nursery farm for us as we speak within the 7 states of Nigeria that I mentioned earlier.
That's youth empowerment as well.
Of course.
So let's quickly see the contributions of cashew production in Nigeria, especially to our GDP. Is it adding up or is removing from it now?
No, it's adding up. Cashew right now, we are injecting 3.7 billion US dollar. I think in conversion you can get about 50 billion naira. And you know that is a very huge amount to
be added to Nigeria's GDP. Yes.
So if you even look at the last budget and look at 3.7, it's a very good one. 2, it creates opportunity, job opportunity for people, for young ones. Okay, let me give you an instance. We are trying to do a very sound warehouse, fabricated warehouse in Enugu.
Okay.
The same Ojo Ajanaku that is doing this, and that is capable of employing about 5,000 to 10,000 workers.
Wow!
And all the value chains are under the National Cashew Associations. Are the processors, the exporters, the farmers. The farmers are also known as the producers, the merchants, and the service providers. All these people are being taken care of by Dr. Ojo Joseph Ajanaku, and it has all their department in our national office where he opened about 2-3 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, and it's carrying everybody along. They have their committee, they have their representative, the farmers representative, the service provider representative, the merchant representative, the exporter representative, and the processors representative in the office. So it's
Wow.
not just
So
for
that I
farmers.
can keep tab on everybody and all the
All
chains.
the activities, all of the value chains, and
Yes,
keep
the value
record. Yes,
chains.
and that's why we're telling you, we're giving you all this fact and this figure that this is what Cashew can inject and can do for this country.
Wow,
So
this
the
is so
so the
interesting.
association, as I speak to you, is in good hands, and for the history of Nigeria, I think this is the best that has happened to cashew sector in Nigeria. Oyo Ajanaku is one person that has bring this enormous growth, development, awareness. NCAN is known all over the world via his contribution. And let me equally put this too. Before now, there is no any strategy, any policy on cashew. He is meeting with so many development partners, Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment, Ministry of Agriculture, developing a policy for cashew sector in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
So that is even the height of all what he's doing. He's not resting, he's not sleeping, he's doing all his job, and that is why he sent us to Kogi State as a hub of cashew to also contribute, increase the volume of our production. And thank God you've seen where we are doing the nursery.
Yes.
We are doing about here in Anangba, in Agalate, we are doing 14,000 metric tons. If you go to Agbeji, we are doing about 5,000. So many activities will carry on there. It also gives opportunity to indirect jobs. So
That's not even indirect jobs because these are part of what contributes to the GDP of Nigeria. So it's direct jobs for everybody.
and I
That's
also,
agriculture we are
yes,
talking about.
yes, and I also tell you that this NCAN is not just for one particular person. We have the value chain. This value chain we have the processors, the exporters, the merchants, service providers, all the nursery farm, which my very self was the chair of this very nursery farm committee in Nigeria. And right now, like I said, I'm going within 7 states.
Yes.
7 states. From here now, I'll be going to Benue. From Benue, I'll be going to Edo. And hopefully, I know we're going to meet in Edo again to discuss what is going to happen in Edo. Thank you so much. So, NCAN is doing greatly.
Yes, you made mention of the man at the helms of affairs, Dr. Ojo.
Joseph Ajanaku.
Yes, Dr. Joseph Ajanaku. From my own observation, he's extremely hardworking right now.
Of course.
Personally, how do you perceive his personality?
I'm looking for an adjective
To
qualify who Ojo Joseph Ajanaku is.
Wow.
But one thing I'm saying is this: he's somebody that I gave the best thumbs up. I give the best because I don't know what adjective to use. But if you're looking for somebody with honesty, you look for somebody that have Nigerian interest.
Yes.
If you look for somebody that have the cashew sector interest.
Yes.
If you look for somebody that want the best for Nigeria, then look out for Ojo Ajanaku. He's the person. And let me say this: he traveled to Cote d'Ivoire, which of the country he traveled to. He met Nigerian doing prostitution.
Farming?
No. Prostitution.
Wow.
He came back to Nigeria and I said, no, this is a bad thing. He cried to the federal government and they listened to him. Yes. So he's not just
Talking about
limited.
cashew.
Oh, yes, he's keen about Nigerian welfareism. Anywhere you go in the world, you look at Nigeria. Why I say, see, this man is tough. He had the opportunity to be bribed, take this money, put in his pocket and continue business and forget about this cashew. But he said no, the best he wants is to ensure after his reign and look back and say, yes, this is the cashew sector I have managed. This is what I foresee. And it's the legacy I left behind. So he is somebody that every cashew players believed that they are in good hands. Any cashew. But you also know that prophets are not praised and recognized in their own country, in their own places. If not, Ojo is somebody that I can personally recognize for federal government for anything about cashew, anything about agriculture in Nigeria. He's so determined to ensure that yes, this is a different sector that everybody will look at, that is second to none, and not just petrol or oil. So Ojo is a very disciplined man, a sincere man, and he's doing greatly well in the sector. And like I said, he has moved the the sector to a viable height. That anywhere you go in the world, all the major cashew producers in the world now say, yeah, NCAN. That man, Dr. Ajanaku, is a very tough man. He's doing a great work. So that is what he's doing. And we're happy that, personally, I'm happy that I'm working with him. He's determined, and I'm learning a lot from him. Serious. So we're just somebody to look out for, somebody to do anything with. He's somebody to live even the country for.
To lead.
Yes, of course. I'm
Yes.
telling you, because I work with him closely. I talk with him. He has that potential you're looking for. Whatever it takes to lead. And thank God, he's leading at this very critical time. He's giving this industry a different look. He has a very good relationship rapport with the two ministries.
Sir, we've heard a lot about the Cashew Association in Nigeria, but let's quickly take a look at tariffs and task. Do you task your members a lot?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think that is one cardinal point to discuss. And you know that I'm the financial secretary. So one challenges we have in NCAN is fund. We find it difficult to get money to do what is expected of us. Like we are celebrating Cashew Day every 24th January of every year, which has been set aside by the same Ojo Ajanaku to tell you his kind of person
And intentions.
Intention. So we're celebrating Cashew Day every 24th of January as Cashew Day. This is the day we set aside to do that. Now, for we to achieve this and make it a laudable one, we need money to organize programs and events on this very day. But what do we do at the end? We seek support of ministry, department, and agencies, development partners, companies that are major players, stakeholders within the industry. And any that find it necessary, importance to give, will give us. The little we have, we put it together, bring our members from all over the country, do it in the Cashew state-wise. Now, that is one of our problems. We tax our members just one naira.
1 naira as in,
One naira, that is how much we tax.
sir, as in 1 naira Nigerian, 1 naira.
1 naira. Ask anybody, they will tell you. Any truck that is 1 naira.
1 naira.
So where is the money? We don't have money. So that is our problem.
Wow.
We go around looking for money, looking for development partner to assist us to develop this very sector. And you know, if you are looking for foreign donors, foreign support, they will give you their terms.
Yes.
They will give you their terms. And these terms at times is to see that you cannot grow above their own expectation.
Imagine.
So this is where we find ourselves here. But we are begging the government, the Cashew producing state, we are begging the federal government to look into our plight financially and see how we can grow. If we have money, believe me, you will grow this sector, this cashew sector, within the next 5 years. You don't even know. Nobody will talk about any other agricultural commodity in Nigeria other than cashew.
Cashew. Okay, so that's other than cashew to increase the GDP of the country. Okay. But let's quickly look at what you will want the federal government to do in terms of growing this industry for you.
Now, what we need federal government to do is one, support our farmers. Support our farmers in providing the necessary tools in enhancing and make farming easy for them. Support the association that interact with all the major players. Give our exporters our businesses. I want to also tell you that most of the players that are coming to export this cashew from here are non-Nigerian. No Nigerian consume cashew. They are non-Nigerian. They are Indians, Asian, American, Britons that are coming here to take this cashew. And again, yeah, let me even say this. Ojo, I think he is discussing with so many body to bring in more processing plant to Nigeria.
Okay.
So this processing plant, once they can help us with this, then we can have increase employment. So now the federal government can equally say, okay, let's open cashew processing plant in Kogi, cashew processing plant in Oyo, cashew processing plant in Kwara, cashew processing plant in Benue. This also an assistance from the federal government. We want government to give us, if possible, legislate NCAN, put us in the budget and see that yes, we're getting money and we'll be carrying on activities. So we're asking federal government to give us a very laudable assistance to ensure we move this sector to a different phase entirely.
And that would in turn help the country to grow in her GDP.
Of course, I just told you earlier that we are injecting a 3.7 billion US dollar.
That's 50 million naira.
More than 50 billion.
A billion naira.
So once federal government contribute and we increase the production, the statistics is based on 580,000 metric tons. What happens if we produce 1 million metric tons in Nigeria? Then we're talking about 5.something billion US dollar, and we're talking about 100 billion. So once government give us the maximum, once government give us maximum support, then much will be given back.
Yes.
Much will be given back. So
at this point in time, we must say, wow.
Of course.
And
so
we
are doing within the little we have, the little we get from them. We are not getting anything.
And you are not asking your members either.
Ask them.
Yes, we can confirm that.
It's even now that we're trying to re-evaluate our membership. We are scattered because, see, we have over 50,000 members.
Okay, nationwide.
Yes, over 50,000 members. Both the producer, the farmers, the service provider, the exporter, the processors, and the merchant.
Wow.
So we really need government assistance in finance. You are aware the country where we find ourselves, no financial institution will give you money. If not, we have land. Okay, look at where you come. Look at enough land.
Exactly.
That we can bring in a processing plant in this very place. Which bank will you go? Which financial institution will you go that will give you? No. Even you meet up with their demand. So federal government can make it easy for us by assisting us, talk to this the agencies and say, okay, help these people do this. It's for the development of this country.
Wow. This is deep about the cashew industry in Nigeria. In fact, this is why we should hear directly from the stakeholders in each sector so that the federal government will know how to step into their matters. At this point in time, we must say a very big thank you for bearing out your mind on this. Moving forward, we wish National Association, Cashew Association of Nigeria the very best.
Thank you so much.
And we hope that this mini documentary will project it straight to the presidency and they'll give you attention soonest.
That would be great. Thank you so
We
much.
know the president Ahmed Bola Tinubu is a listening president, so we hope.
I think I can equally say that he's a listening president and he's trying his best. And I want him to look into agriculture and look into and look into us too. You see, this cashew is not a name for us. Like this Igala part of the country, they call it Agala. Now in Igbo they call it Opigolo. This Opigolo, what the golo mean is gold. Opigold mean gold is money. Meaning cashew is money. Yeah, cashew is money. When you talk about cashew, you talk about money.
Cashew is money, yes.
So you see, Igbo call it Opigolo. The golo there is the gold. Opigold. That is cashew. Honestly, cashew is money.
Igbos are money.
Yes,
everything they modernize it.
So that is how it is.
When it is ego, no
one.
At this point in time, I must also confess that Dr. Ojo Ajanaku, the national president, is doing wonders already. Yes. And we hope that God will continue to strengthen him and empower him to get the best out of cashew industry for the Nigerian people. You know, it's not for his pocket too.
No.
For the Nigerian people.
For his pocket by now, he would have been a big man.
He's already a big man. He doesn't need Nigeria's money.
You cannot measure the wealth of a man, not until he said, I am like this.
Oh, yes.
When he say I'm like this, you can just believe, but you can't measure.
Yes.
So when I said he would have been a big man, Ojo is big, yes. But he would have been bigger than it is because he wants the interest of Nigeria, interest of this sector. And that is why he's still with that integrity.
Yes. So that's exactly what I'm also backing up.
Yes.
He is not doing it for his own self, not for his pocket, but for the Nigerian people.
Yes.
So we say God will continue to strengthen him.
And you can see that everybody that you meet in Kogi talk good about Ojo. He's well received. I think he's one of us.
Exactly. Yes. Even me as a journalist, I'm confirming the fact that Dr. Ojo Ajanaku is doing wonders and he's a good person. He has a good heart.
Yes.
Federal government supports the National Cashew Association of Nigeria. It is to the advantage of the country. All right, God bless all of us as we we join together hands to do this. Thank you so much.